Hi guys, I'm Andrea. I have been meaning to do this video for several days now. I'm a little late to the party, but I wanted to share with you my Ulta haul for the skin event that happened in January. I believe it was like January 6th through 25th, something like that, 4th through 25th. But it lasted for 3 weeks and I was able to stock up on some of my favorite products, and I also grabbed items that I've been interested in, or really just out of nowhere I decided I would be interested in them, and they were all half off. So let me share them with you. So they all fit into this bag, and this is what I purchased over the course of the skin event weeks that were going on. Some of them I got online, some of them I did pick up at the store. You just click and then a few hours later they send you an email saying that it's ready to pick up. And those two options, doing online and the in-store pickup, are awesome because you can use Rakuten and get cash back. And then other items I just grabbed while I was at the store and would pick up an item that I'd ordered the day before and then get the next day's item. So I feel like it was really efficient. It was a lot of trips in the cold, and I don't know that I would get this much again, but I'm happy that I have it because I am stocked up. So first 3 items are all the same thing, and these are the Skin Iceland Hydro Cool Firming Eye Gels. I absolutely love these. These are my favorite eye gels. They are a little bit expensive. I think it's $32 typically for 8 pairs. However, because it was the skin event, they were 50% off, so I was able to get 2 for the price of 1, and then I went ahead and added a third. These will probably last me the majority of the year. It's not something that I use every week, but when I've been outside a little bit more, or haven't gotten enough sleep, or I'm just not eating as well as I should, I feel like they really help to plump up and brighten the area under the eye. And they're also really big. A lot of the under eye patches and gels that you can get just don't cover the same amount of real estate that these Skin Iceland ones do. So I highly recommend them. But I was very happy to get those half off. And then one of the first days of this sale, I had seen this at Christmas time and I just kind of scoffed at the price. But this is the Strivectin Tighten and Lift Advanced Tightening Neck Cream Plus, and this is a really expensive one. I love the packaging. It's just very pretty, bright yellow, and it was half off, so I got it for about $40, I believe. And then because I ordered it online, it came with a little travel size. I don't think you need a neck cream, but I am 40 and I'm trying all different products this year and really in the last couple years. And it kind of, I know it's silly, but it reminds me to kind of focus on this area and to give it some attention, and just kind of that firming effect is what I'm looking for, but also just the moisturization and just remembering again to kind of remember that area and not just focus on the chin up. So I'm hoping that that helps me. It's gotten rave reviews online. Let me know if you have tried it. I'm excited to whip it out. And then one of my brand new favorites that I had actually fell in love with in a travel size is this Peter Thomas Roth Firm X Peeling Gel. And this product, like I said, had come in a little sample size. I got it in a BoxyCharm or maybe a Sephora Play box, and I just had it up on the shelf, and then I grabbed it recently and just fell in love with it the first time I used it. So I got 2 packages of it, 2 for the price of 1, and it's a much larger package than what I had been using. Looks like it's 3.4 fluid ounces, and for my dry skin and kind of having that chemical exfoliation is just super refreshing. I am a little bit sensitive as far as some of the microdermabrasions and different peels and peeling pads that I use and have used, and this one is ultra gentle. And I reread the packaging. I had been just kind of putting it on and then rubbing it back off. You can leave this on for up to 5 minutes and kind of gives it more of that effect. I really like to put this on straight out of the shower after all my cleansing, and then, you know, kind of do a few little things like brushing my teeth and wringing out my hair, that kind of thing, and then rinsing it off, and then waiting a little bit to do more moisturizer. So that seems to be working for me, and I was very happy to see it pop up on the Skin Event sale. Another item that I have not purchased before, but I have seen on Instagram for a couple of years, is this Derma Blend Professional Loose Setting Powder. I have used the Laura Mercier setting powder. I love it. This one I think is very similar. The Laura Mercier is not as bright white as this one. I don't know how well you can see that, but it is true white, and this is a little bit smaller package than my Laura Mercier. But I think that I wanted to give this one a go because of the price point being on sale. Laura Mercier, I believe, is still like $39. And this one, of course, has gotten rave reviews. It's less expensive, especially on sale. And I kind of like the packaging of it too because it's smaller. And I do just enough traveling and short weekend trips that I think that that is going to be a good one for me. And then another Skin Iceland product, and I always look at this when I'm at Ulta, I always open the jar, is the Icelandic Relief Eye Cream. And I have so many eye creams that I just hadn't purchased it in the past. I just didn't know if I wanted to spend $30 or however much I ended up spending on this one, because it's not my favorite packaging. It's in a pot where you're sticking your finger in it. I do prefer like the airless pumps, like my Biossance eye cream, the Neutrogena one that I've been using, and I have also I finished a Mary Kay Time Wise one, but it's a relatively small package, and then like I said, it's the pot where you put your fingers in it, so not ideal. But I've been so happy with the Skin Iceland eye patches that I wanted to kind of add this to the regimen as well because of the Skin Event sale and just kind of see what it does for me. So excited to have that. And then finally, my last item that I picked up at Ulta is a repurchase. And this is an item that I discovered about 1.5 years ago. So this is one that is tried and true, and I highly, highly recommend it. This is from the Korean brand COSRX, and this is the Advanced Snail 96 Mucin Power Essence. Those of you that haven't done this Power Essence, I will warn you that it's got kind of an interesting texture. I wouldn't say it's sticky, but it's certainly not watery. They have several other items that they sell. I've been using the hyaluronic acid one here in these colder months of December and January, and then got it back out again for February, and this seems to be like the driest, never-ending month here in the Midwest for me. So getting this, I think it's $21, getting it for $10 and having this as a backup, it was a no-brainer for me. And I highly, highly recommend this Mucin Power Essence. If you don't have an Ulta in your area, it's readily available. It's on Soko Glam. It is on Amazon. I believe I actually purchased one from Amazon when I first found out about it and started seeing it on other people's YouTube channels and seeing it on Instagram. But I've been using it about 1.5 years. This is probably my 3rd bottle, and of all these products, I think this one would be the one that I recommend most, and it's also the most affordable. So that is my Ulta Skin Event haul. This was the Skin Event that happened last month in January, and this happens once a year. They do end up having a hair event, I believe, and then like a cosmetics event with, you know, like the Kylie lip gloss sets, and then different foundations, setting powders, and so forth. But I do consider myself a skin junkie, and those are the things I absolutely had to have. And before I go, I forgot to show you one more item that I was able to pick up. So let me grab it. It's sitting over here. It's so big that I set it away from everything else. And this is the LMS Pro Collagen Cleansing Balm. So look at this packaging. It is just enormous. And I've used cleansing balms for about 2 years when I first really got into Korean beauty. I love the Vanilla Co. Clean It Zero. That one I started getting on Amazon, and I have seen it in one of the CVS's here in my suburb recently. So I know that cleansing balms work well for me. They break down the makeup that I wear on work days because I'm usually have eyeliner and then a waterproof mascara on. This one, I can smell it before even taking it out of the packaging, which worries me a little bit. But this is such an expensive brand and a tried and true brand, and so loved it that I was like, I'm still gonna try it. I want to see what it does for me. But you can certainly get much less expensive cleansing balms than this one. Even Pond's has one now, and just want to show you, this is kind of more of a yellow. It kind of reminds me of like beeswax a little bit, but it's got a very strong scent. I think it's kind of, it's almost like, I don't know, it's almost like kind of a neosporin-y type of Vaseline type smell. I can't really describe it. It's not pleasant, but it doesn't offend me. And like I said, in store, I could smell it when I grabbed the bag for the customer pickup, and I was like, oh, okay. So I'm sure I'll get used to it. But the most important thing for me is that it works well. And it was just an opportunity to try out a brand that I normally don't really have in my budget all the time. So getting it on sale. And I was also intrigued, and part of the reason why this box is so huge just for a cleansing balm is that it comes with this kind of little rag, I believe. I normally, yeah, so this is like a little LMS wash rag, nothing fancy. But they got their logo on it, and that was generous of them, I suppose. But I typically use my cleansing balms just at the sink using my fingers, and sometimes, depending on how much makeup I have, like if it's been a date night or something, it takes me 2 tries to get it all off, and then I'll wipe everything down, usually with a darker colored cloth, just because there is a lot of mascara and a lot of makeup that comes off when you use these cleansing balms. It just melts it away. And I usually use a darker, like a gray, light gray or dark gray wash rag, but I don't even always use that. A lot of times you can just gently rinse it off, and that's my preferred method rather than putting the harshness of a rag on my skin. So it's whatever your preference is. But I'm glad that I saw that out of the corner of my eye, because that was one of the items where I was like, do I need it? Should I get it? But it's so different than the Amazon ones and the drugstore ones that I've tried thus far that I thought I would go for it, and I'll let you guys know how it is doing for me. But that is my haul, and thank you for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you like this video, and subscribe if you like beauty and home fragrance and shopping content. I would love to just talk with you in the comments if there's anything that you want to add or anything you recommend. So I will see you next time. Bye-bye.